My name is Alicia Whip. I am a second year at the Michigan School of Professional Psychology. My clinical and research focus has been on sexual satisfaction and sexual orientation.
My name is Kevin Johnson. I am a third-year doctoral student at the Michigan School of Professional Psychology. I've conducted research here at MiSPP now for 4 years, and I presented at several conferences, including the American Psychological Association's yearly conference, specifically in Toronto last year, and then for the past 3 years I have presented at the Midwest Psychological Association's conference in Chicago.
Hi, my name is Jamie Sharp. I'm a first-year PsyD student at the Michigan School of Professional Psychology. My clinical focus is mostly on children, specifically working with them to enhance their self-concept and self-esteem and focusing on interpersonal relationships. I have conducted research and presented at 2 conferences so far, including the Psychi Research Symposium and the Integrative Psychoanalytic Studies Conference.
Being able to do research here at MiSPP has really informed my own research. I'm currently finishing up some of my dissertation proposal, and so it really prepared me to be able to write all of the chapters required, what it takes to go through an IRB process, and really just kind of teach me the core fundamentals that I would need in order to, conduct my own research in a thorough and excellent way.
My research experience and my educational experience really go hand in hand, especially with the way that the education and the classes here at MiSPP have impacted my research. By having the different classes, it forces me to broaden my topic and what I'm researching. Specifically, going to a humanistic school, but having a social basis class has forced me to bring the interpersonal aspect of life into my work therapeutically and research-wise.
I've conducted here at MiSPP has impacted my clinical work, which is quite ironic. I started at a practicum where I work with children who are transgender. And since the master's program, I have worked with Dr. Schepler on sexual orientation and life satisfaction and other things pertaining to that. And currently I'm working on a research project on sexual fluidity. So it's definitely opened my eyes to work with different clientele and different populations and have more of an empathic view with my clients. My first year of my doc program was the first time that I presented at a conference. I was extremely nervous. It was my own poster of my own paper, literature review, and I was terrified. But the process was really smooth, really easy. I was with a lot of classmates who eased the experience significantly. And that first step was the only one that was scary. After that, I presented at 3 different conferences, and each one just gets easier and easier as they go. The people, the faculty are all very supportive.
My favorite research topic out of the 2 was when I focused mostly on self-actualization. I presented that one at the Integrative Psychoanalytic Studies Conference, and I actually did that with 2 other students. We kind of pulled all of our lit papers together because we had in general the same concepts. And then what I really liked about presenting at that one is that it was small, so it was my first time, and there wasn't a lot of pressure to do it. I just kind of had my poster off to the side, and people came up and asked me questions about it. The most memorable moment of that for me was actually talking to doctors who were really interested in my topic, and they kind of gave me more feedback, and off that feedback is where I plan on going with my further research.
Has significantly impacted my professional identity. It has let me explore areas of my own interest, which have definitely translated into my clinical work. And it's also helped me start the process or think about the process of dissertation, which will be extremely beneficial in the later years of the doc program.
So coming in to this program, I had the student identity, but I didn't really have the professional identity. Besides my practicum experience, I didn't have any other experience in the field. And so I felt like building my resume, I didn't have a lot to offer compared to other people. I had the schooling, but I didn't have any experience that was really relevant to the work that I was doing and that I planned on doing. So by doing the research and these conferences, I not only built my resume, but I built my professional identity in general. And then along with that, it really built my confidence as a professional too. I felt more confident going in to job interviews, practicum interviews, and the future internship interviews, because it really just shows them that you're invested in the field. You're not just here to be a student and learn. You're here to go out there, do the research, and make a difference in the end.
Some of the research that I've done here with the research team has really kind of impacted my educational experience in that now when I'm going into, let's say, a quantitative design class or a research methods class, I already kind of have the basic foundations of what it takes to actually go out in the real world and do it, which is something I can't say for a lot of my classmates. So it kind of gives me that edge, then allows me to not only be more knowledgeable in terms of what I can learn, but it also helps me help my classmates in understanding what needs to be done.
Doing research here at MiSPP is actually really easy too. It's not nearly as hard as you think. When I first felt that I had to do research and create a poster and go present in front of a bunch of people, I was extremely intimidated, nervous, and I thought, there's no way I'm going to do this. Everyone says it's super easy, but I didn't think that was going to be the case. But really, it's not hard at all. You already have written the paper for your class, and the teachers provide feedback on that, so you know what you need to change on your paper. And then even for other classes, you also have to make the poster. So really, all the hard work is done. It's just a matter of submitting it, which teachers here, I know Dr. Shepler is very helpful with that type of stuff. They can help you create your abstracts and submit it. And then after that, really, you'll be proud of it. You'll be proud of what you did, and you'll want to do more of it.